Welcome to Subramani. As you get older, keep asking yourself one question. Are you chasing money way beyond your requirement? Let us talk of a 66, 67-year-old person who has say 5, 6 crores stacked away in equities, bonds, etc. And with the annual income in the region of about 6-7 lakhs and spending about 5 lakhs. So which means he as a couple, they have income way ahead of what they need on a regular basis, and this will continue to happen because their lot of their income is from dividends, which will keep pace with inflation, and the bond portfolio remains untouched. So the bond the interest accumulation, because it's a growth option in a mutual fund, the bond portfolio is also increasing, the equity portfolio in mutual funds is increasing, both remaining untouched. This couple is able to live on their equity dividend and some interbank interest income, some senior citizen savings and things like that. That does not stop him from chasing F&O transactions, putting some more money at risk to earn money. And it is not as though his children need the money. They also don't need the money. Children are settled abroad, so maybe they don't even know how much he has. But that obsession to earn and that obsession to penny pinch remains, which is very surprising, because in his younger days he was not like that, right? So it keeps me wondering, why do people chase money way beyond what they require? I think it is because of our obsession of money being a scorecard than just a commodity. Money is not just a commodity saying I have so much money, and it's like while taking bath, you have a bucket of water, you shut the tap, right? Because nobody is going to judge you by how much water you are consuming. But in wealth, people just want to be judged. People want to feel that I have got more money than my brother, than my neighbor, than my brother-in-law, and then my friends, right? So it's a scorecard, and that scorecard obsession means even whether you're 60 or 70, you're chasing money. So even I've seen 60, 61-year-olds who will go and slog, and when you sit with them and say you have enough, they say, but what else will I do? So one, again, lack of hobbies, right? That is another reason which pushes. But if that is true, then you should start giving away charity, right? So when somebody owes you fees, you say, don't give it to me, give it to somebody else. Maybe that's your way of doing charity. So which means you're earning for somebody else. That's not a bad thing, because it means you don't need to negotiate or anything. You say, whatever you pay, please give it to some charity. That is one thing which you can do. I don't see that. I see people fretting and fuming and having, let's say, this couple with so much money that they don't even touch their dividends. They still keep asking, do we have enough money to do this? Do we have enough money to do that? Largely in terms of travel. Anything else that they want to do is okay. But can I get them to come to let's say a 4-star, 5-star hotel and have lunch or dinner? And it's, what a waste of money. Why should we do it? And leave the money to children who may not even need it. This sounds very surprising. So I tried asking them. They said, what happens if everything gets wiped out? What happens if I live too long? But that's all provided for, right? At some stage you can dip into your capital. Nothing will happen because you have to exhaust your capital also. Let us assume that your expenses are 5 lakhs per annum. Let's for a minute not worry too much about inflation, thinking that your inflation will be taken care of by the dividends and rise in share prices, right? So next 15 years, how much you need is just 75 lakhs, right? And if you already have something like 6 crores, where is the connect? I really don't see the connect. So my solution is very simple. Withdraw 6-7% from your capital, which is what the interest that you're getting on your bank deposit, etc. Pay the taxes on it, which also comes down to minimum, because husband and wife each having about 5 lakhs annual income does not attract any income tax. And if your expenses are around that, if your expenses are only about 5 lakhs a year, you already have 10 lakhs of cash flow, right, out of which you are on which you're not paying any tax. So that's fine, there is no taxation involved. So what stops you from enjoying the money more? What stops you from going on a Mediterranean cruise or going to a 5-star hotel and eating? Why would you not use your money in your lifetime, and why would you still be chasing, right, at 66? I know another person who is 75 plus who still keeps chasing, and again lack of hobbies, which to me is good, because otherwise you'd chew his wife's brains. So it's better off that he goes to the office from the wife's point of view. But I seriously don't see any reason why these people should be chasing money at this age. There's no need to, right? There is one ability to take risk, one is the need to take risk, one is the ability to do work, one is the need to do work. But when you don't have anything else to do, you don't have a social circle or a social circle which is willing to entertain you during the day, then you will be obsessed about working and earning money when you don't have. So I think it's very simple. Have a well diversified portfolio. Try to live off your income as much as possible. But at 70, don't worry too much about dipping into your portfolio, especially if your portfolio which is enough to last you for say 25-30 years. You may not last that much because you have current income also. So you may not dip into your capital in a big way for a long time to come. Your funds are growing, your equity is growing, everything is happening. You have enough annuity and dividends and bank interest that you have created, maybe some rent also. If you have done that, simplify your portfolio. If you have rent in your portfolio at the age of 75, 80, it's time to get rid of it and live off the capital. So take that flat or whatever you have given on rent, or office which you have given on rent, sell it, put it in a bank fixed deposit or something like that. It will give you better cash flow than what the house is giving as appreciation. And start enjoying your money, because the people to whom you're going to give the money don't really need it, are not going to value it. Or start giving it away to your children, to your nephews, nieces, servants, anybody else whom you like, love. Give them gifts, start giving it away. Your money, you have earned the money, you have paid taxes, you have invested, it has grown for you. Why would you want to just leave it to your children who do not need it? If your children are in difficult times, if you have a sibling who is not doing well, if you have a nephew or a niece who's not capable of earning, they're physically or mentally challenged, creating a trust for them, leaving something for them, or buying them an annuity, those are things which you can do. But if you don't have any of those need to do stuff, then you must find some of these things to do. Because if you have a well diversified portfolio and you understand how it is being managed, and you know how to manage it, and you think you can manage it for a few more years, and you have a younger nephew, niece, friends, kid, somebody who is willing to help you during your dot age, say 80 plus, or 85 plus, whatever age in which you need help, because I know a 90-year-old who does all his investing himself, right? So at whatever age, if you are willing to do all that, and then there is no reason why you should go for a very simple portfolio. But if you don't want to do any of that stuff, you're much better off taking all the complicated assets that you have, like a large cap fund and a mid cap fund and a small cap fund, and not knowing which one to remove whenever there is a good jump in the market, or you think, oh, your small cap fund has given you 87% return in the last 1 year, it's a fantastic time to remove it and buy an annuity, whatever it is worth. Maybe it is worth 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs, just go and buy an annuity. After a few years, or after 6 months, 8 months, you find that cement has done well, therefore your portfolio which had a lot of infrastructure has done well. Great, sell that, get an annuity, right? Simplify as much as possible, because your children will not want to manage a complicated portfolio, right? So if you understand all that, you'll stop chasing, you'll start living. COVID has taught us the value of human life. So go talk to your cousins, talk to your friends, siblings, everybody. Whenever there's an opportunity, go and travel together. You can do all those things. I mean, chasing money makes no sense, especially if you do not need it. Why are you chasing something which you clearly do not need. Thank you.